They are very eloquent and answered perfect.
Kelly, do you have any questions about how your team had bounced back from Friday, or were you pretty confident?
I felt pretty confident. This team has been tested a lot. Since Adi and Maite have gotten here. I think this is our 105th win. You can do the math. That's a lot per year. These guys they're college pros. They prepare the right way. They play the right way. They believe in themselves, and we had some adversity that we'd love to have that game back, or otherwise this would have been a bigger celebration today. But just it's going to make us stay focused for another weekend to finish this thing out.
Do you agree with Sabrina that just having Ruthie out there for you, that's psychologically as important?
I thought it was a huge psychological boost, no doubt about it. I mean, she is such an important player, and I think the most dominating player in the conference. And just to have her there, I mean, what'd she play? 15 minutes, 13 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, a couple of steals. I mean, that's just, more than anything, just a presence in there. And I think it gave everybody a lift. I could tell we were a little down and maybe feeling sorry for ourselves just a little bit when she wasn't in there. But it just goes to show you how important each and every player is, but especially Ruthie. She's a very important part of what we do.
Yeah, going on that, obviously you decided not to start her off with the game, but second half you decided to put her in the starting lineup. What made you make that decision?
Well, we're used to that. And truth be told, she wanted Adi to start the game because it's Adi's senior night, and that's the kind of person that Ruthie is. And I just thought then in the second half, that we're used to kind of having that lineup out, and it proved to be the right decision because we got off to a much better start in that second half.
I guess when did you find out she'd be available, and is there a minute restriction in place for her? Kind of, is that going to carry on for a little bit?
Yeah, there was, and today, we were hoping the whole time, but today, I don't ever make those decisions. That's the trainer and the doctors, and when they gave us the thumbs up, we were quite happy. And she actually could have maybe played a little bit more, but there was no reason at some point to keep her out there.
Going on the Aaron's performance, she had a season high 32 points. Can you talk about a little bit about her performance tonight?
Well, incredible. I mean, what she, when she's having a night like that, it changes who we are, and we become very difficult to defend. And she doesn't need any time to get that thing off. It's incredible how quick her release is, but. That's just a dynamic that we've been missing for 3 or 4 games. We have not shot the ball well. And I think we've had pretty good shots. And I think so this tonight came at just the right time. And we really appreciate the timing of it, for sure.
Sabrina escaped here without achieving a triple-double. We're being asked about from your team, but was it nice to see her back doing everything she does?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's tried to put a lot on her own shoulders, and it was. I think she played a lot more free tonight, and was able to just kind of go out and, like you said, do a little bit of everything. And that's when she's at her best. I don't know if she got. Again, it's really funny when a triple double doesn't get the player of the game. That's kind of a unique experience. I think that's happened a couple times, but I think Sabrina was. I think Sabrina was really focused and motivated today.
Do you want Saki to be what his other sit down, just keep shooting until it comes back?
Yeah, there were really good shooters, you guys. If I thought we were doing something wrong, I would, we'd make some changes. But we just, I thought, we just haven't been shooting well. I think the ball's been sticking a little bit in our hands, and we played a little bit one-on-one too much the last couple of weeks. Maybe that was the nature of the defense, but I thought today our focus was move the ball, move the ball, move the ball, and I thought we were so fluid today offensively, even when they stuck with us for a while. But you got to play 40 minutes, as we found out the other night, and just thought offensively we were so much more in rhythm today and focused, and that ball did not stick in any hands very long.
We've gotten so used to seeing Aaron in spot-up 3 or transition threes that we almost expect her to do that. Yet she showed a little bit more tonight. There was a between the legs dribble on a drive, and a strong baseline drive.
Yep.
Has Ruthie's injury allowed her to blossom a little bit more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I know we talked to her when Ruthie was out about, you know, getting her in the post a little bit more. But tonight, no, I think it was just on her. She realizes she can do that, be aggressive, makes her even better, a better threat. But it's funny, we were talking about that as we were walking down the hall. It was good to see her. She didn't just make 8 threes. She scored in a variety of ways. She's got to keep doing that too. It's going to make her doubly tough to guard if they have to play her for a drive as well.
And get to the line more often because she's automatic.
Pretty automatic. Yeah.
Kelly,
You guys-
would you worry if your team got to March without having to fight through, you know, a little stretch of a shooting slump? I mean, you don't want to go through that, but do you kind of like to see, you know, your team working through that?
No. Oh, I like to see him work through it, of course. Yeah, and we did. At least today. I mean, you know, we'll see if that trend continues. But I've actually been impressed with these guys right from the start. I think we've had adversity. This hasn't been an easy season, and I think at times we make it look so. But if you look at just things like, you know, to start the year, the numbers, you know, everybody was questioning, are they going to be able to, how are they going to play with just so few players? And then we had the injury to Niara, and then we had a coaching suspension for a couple of games. And then we've had the talk of Sabrina going to the WNBA early and what's she going to do. And there's been a tension. I mean, we've had an ESPN crew here all weekend. You know, just a ton of attention. And then the late season injury to one of your best players. I mean, those aren't easy. I mean, injuries, everybody has them. We get it. But it takes a little while for you to adjust through that. We've had to do it on the fly against some really good teams. And we've continued to pass those. So I've admired this team. I think they've handled adversity all year, and they've handled it well, obviously, at 25-3. Yeah. Well, I think Adi and Maite have meant everything to the program. They truly have. They took a chance on us when we didn't really have anything to sell them other than a vision of how we thought we could be. And Adi I've known for a long time. She was a classmate of my middle son, Jack, and they graduated high school together. I've watched her grow up and mature, and I'm just so proud of her. She is an inspiration to a lot of people, especially that family of hers. Her mother's gone back to college because of her daughter, Adi. That's who inspires her each day. Adi will be the first person in her family to graduate from college. How cool is that? She is one of our model student athletes here. She is a leader within not just our team. Certainly she is on our team. But she's a leader in Oregon athletics, and she is a consummate student athlete. And I think, and I'm convinced that she has gotten out of this experience what a student athlete is supposed to, all around. Maite, on the other hand, you know, her journey's been different. That young lady's been on her own since she was 14. You know, she was living away from home, and she is a long way from home. What she's had to do for 4 years has been crazy. I think that would be tough for my own son or daughter. I guess I don't have any daughters, but I look at this team as like my daughters. We're away from home that far, and you know, she has started every game since she's been here. She's been a huge part, obviously, as a basketball player, of a rise to national prominence of a program. But she's done it never seeking the limelight, never seeking accolades. She's done it as a true teammate. She's selfless in everything that she does. She's going to get her degree in psychology in the spring. She's going to be a future Olympian. We're going to see her in the Olympics for years to come as the starting point guard for Spain. And the sacrifices she has had to make, I can't even imagine. So I have so much admiration and love for Maite. I have so much admiration and love for Adi. I owe them a great deal. Their teammates owe them a great deal. And they are the epitome of what a duck is supposed to be. And I love them. Thank you.